this piece really beautiful? Now, at this time of the year, you'll find holiday decorations very similar to this for sale in florist shops and sometimes farmers markets and other places, and they will cost you an arm and a leg. I've come up with a way to make them at home. It's a really fun activity, and I've used foraged greenery and some greenery harvested from Christmas trees, and then other elements that I already had here in the house. So it's pretty much cost me nothing. I came up with the idea while I was doing dishes about a week ago, and I had a colander drying and sitting like this, and I thought those holes in the colander would be actually quite practical for me to actually push some florist wire through and then attach greenery. And so that's what I'm going to show you today, how to make this beautiful holiday table centerpiece using a colander and inexpensive items from around the house. I hope you enjoy. You start by flipping the colander upside down. And you can't really use a bowl for this project because you need those holes that are around the side of the colander. So what you do is you take your florist wire that comes in pretty straight pieces, and you just want to bend it in half like a hairpin. And then starting on one side, you want to thread the ends through two of the holes. So like that. And then you can take a sprig of evergreen and put it on the side there and then just twist. Leave these wires hanging out because you'll need them later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way around and add one piece of evergreen to each area, and then I'm going to go around a second time and add a second piece just to fill it all up. So I've done 2 loops of foliage, of this evergreen foliage around the sides. Now I'm going to attach holly. And don't worry if you can see bits of the colander through it right now, and also if there's bits kind of sticking up out of the top, just leave them right now and we'll come back to those at the very end. So the holly, I've got 2 different types. I've got the green one and the variegated type, and these are both from the back garden. And I'm just going to alternate them around the side of the colander and try to fill in or cover the little patches where I can still see white or the cream color coming through. I've gotten to the point where I feel happy with the coverage of the foliage so far. There are a few places, especially along the bottom edge, where you can see the colander, but those will be filled in a bit. I'm not going to put too many pine cones on the piece, but I will put a couple, and the best way to attach them is to run some florist wire around them and then poke them in. So we'll just twist them like that. So like that, and then you can just poke them in, find the bottom edge and wrap them around something that's already on there. And the great thing about the florist wire is that it's green and you won't be able to see it against all of that foliage. You can also reuse it from year to year. What I'm going to do now is just trim the top a little bit just to free up this area, and I'm just going to be using a pair of secateurs. You could probably use a pair of heavy-duty scissors as well, and I'm just going to tidy up anything that can stick up and become a potential fire hazard. Now what I'm going to do is find all the other little areas along the bottom and disguise them with greenery. And for this, you just take whatever little bits of greenery that you have left and just tuck them in however well you can. Just wrap them around some of the holly. Remember that this is going to be something that will be sitting fairly stationary on the table, so if it's not absolutely fixed in, it's not a big deal. We're at the point now where it's looking really good, and you could actually stop here if you wanted to. We've got greenery, we've got pine cones, but I want to dress mine up a little bit more. And so what I'm going to add next are the fairy lights, and I've got them turned on so that I can see what they look like as I'm wrapping them around. And again, these are the type that are battery operated. They're LED type, so very low energy usage, and they're on wire. So you can see right now, I'm just wrapping them around and it's holding its form and looks really great, I think. So there's fairy lights on here as well now. And then I've also got dried oranges. And with these, I'm just going to tuck them in wherever I can. And they can even go behind the wire of the fairy lights if that's convenient. And then the last bit of color are these little red berries. And these I'm just going to poke in wherever there's a little gap. And these just add a little bit of color. And again, these I've had for years. You can pick them up at a craft store. They're great on Christmas trees and other decorations. These are literally, I don't know, 10 or 12 years old, so they last a long time. And with that, it's pretty much finished. The last thing that you would add to the centerpiece is a candle at the top. And like I said before, you can use a tinned candle and just set it there and light it when you want to. But I think that it actually looks even prettier if you put a candle, like a tea light base, that has a little bit of a lantern on top, so that extra vertical element. And then, of course, you've got to light it. Et voila! What do you think? It's beautiful, isn't it? And so simple. This is a new idea that I've just come up with, and I shall definitely be doing this from year to year because it's quite fun. It took me about 20 minutes altogether to attach all of the elements here, and this will last past Christmas into the new year. These pine needles will dry out over the next week or so, so they are now dead. They're not getting any water. So you do have to be careful that they're not near any open flame because they will whoosh and go up in flames. So just be very careful with that. Keep covers over candles and blow out the candles when you're not in the room. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on how to make a colander Christmas centerpiece. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Lovely Greens if you haven't done so already. Now, next week, it's the kind of the end of December, isn't it? It'll be the day before Christmas, so the 24th, when I release my next video. So that'll be a little bit of a Christmas best wishes to you and kind of thoughts for the new year. And I'm thinking about, if the weather is decent, to show you a really special place here on the Isle of Man. So I'll see you next Sunday for the next Lovely Greens video. And until then, take care, and I'll see you then. Bye for now.